Welcome to the Parent Support presentation brought to you by the First Generation team at Georgian College. It can be hard to handle as parents that you will no longer be the magical dust pushing along the flying carpet. For so long, you have done it all. Signed them up for t-ball, soccer, gymnastics, piano lessons, arranged playdates, drove carpool, attended karate competitions, and took temperatures. That is what great parents do. It isn't that you're not needed, you are just needed in a different way. This presentation will provide you with some coping techniques, calm some of your worries, look at goals and insights to share with your student, and explore options to stay in touch. This is obviously a time of change for your student, but let's focus on you for a bit. Whether they are admitting it or not, they are missing you too. It can be beneficial to talk to other parents that are going through the same thing. The foundation you have provided over the last 18 years will accompany your child across the miles and throughout the years. Empty nest syndrome refers to feelings of depression, sadness, and/or grief experienced by parents and caregivers after children come of age and leave their childhood homes. This may occur when children go to college or get married. Women are more likely than men to be affected. Often, when the nest is emptying, mothers are going through other significant life events as well, such as caring for elderly parents. Men can experience similar feelings of loss regarding the departure of their children. If this is an issue, seek professional help. Visit the library for books on the topic. Don't suffer alone. This is an actual conversation. Oh my God, I had to call Lily's faculty advisor. She had absolutely chosen the wrong electives, and I wanted to make sure she gets Jack Simpson for English. He has a great reputation, plus he's been published. Then I had to speak to the residence director. I want to make sure Lily has a roommate who isn't out partying every night. Okay, there is something very wrong here. When I grew up, college was sink or swim time. If I couldn't figure out how to wash my jeans, I'd go to school in dirty ones. If I slept through class, I'd suffer the docked marks. There was no call from my mom to set the teacher straight. And if I drank a beverage too many, assuming I wasn't driving, the hangover was my reward. I am sure that some version of this, whether you attended college or not, was your experience too. So, how do you do this right? College is a time of self-reflection, independence, experimentation, testing character, defining core values, making decisions, and creating friendships. Parental involvement is beneficial, but research is inconclusive on how much involvement is the right amount. Think about encouraging them toward healthy student development. They will never be able to learn how to deal with unavoidable adversity if you are there to solve all of their problems for them. Stop for a minute and think about how you became the person you are now. Enjoy your time with them before they go. Try not to focus so much on the upcoming departure. You may miss the fun that is waiting and the joy of spending time together over the summer. Make a financial plan and discuss expectations. Develop a tentative budget. Who will pay for what? Talk about the responsible use of credit cards. Be sure they are not relying solely on financial aid to make it through college. That oftentimes does not work. First-gen mentors and student success professionals also offer budget workshops and tip sheets for fine-tuning when they arrive. It is common for first-year students to not achieve as high a grade as they may have in high school. College is not high school. Many may also start and change their minds about their chosen program. Discussing in advance what they hope to accomplish, as well as what their education will lead them to vocationally, is important. We have never lived in a time where keeping in touch is easier. texting, IMs, Facebook, Skype, and even that old-fashioned device with the dial tone. But how much is too much? A 2006 survey by the College Parents of America reported that 1 out of every 3 parents communicated with their children either daily or more than once a day. A 2007 report by the Pew Research Center informed that 50% of 18 to 24-year-olds are in touch with their parents on a daily basis. That was 5 years ago. Factor in that more than 50% of parents now know how to text, and there are over 400 million people on Facebook, and you will see this information flow between parents and students has reached levels beyond anything we have ever witnessed in history. Remember, a cell phone is not an electronic leash. You should not expect a reply to every message. For safety reasons and peace of mind, it may also be wise to have contact information for a roommate or close friend of your student, but respect that person's privacy. It should be used only in an emergency. Chances are your student will not be calling you when they are fully engaged in fun social activities with full bank accounts. It is common to hear all of the problems, especially early on in the first year. I would guess that a large percentage of students are contemplating dropping out around week 3. When you get those late night phone calls, encourage your student to use the campus resources. Go to the health center, speak with a career advisor, first-gen mentor, or counselor. Read the resource information sent to you by the college so you can be informed for your child. Let's look at the 10% rule. The 10% rule states that life is 90% awesome and 10% difficult. You don't want to let the 10% difficult take up 100% of your time. The 10% difficult can take the form of a bad grade, a crazy roommate, homesickness, financial stress, or a broken heart, and that is just scratching the surface. If you are comfortable with the 10% rule, you can help to minimize the drama and provide perspective. If you are not, you may aid in blowing things out of proportion without being aware you are doing it. There is a solution or livable agreement that can come from almost any issue. Remind your student that this will pass. It is these difficult moments that cause us to ask questions and find life-changing answers. If there are changes at home, share this information. In the mind of a college student, it's okay for them to be away, experience life, and change, but everything on the home front is to stay the same. Similarly, if there is a serious illness or death in the family, they should be informed. They need this from you in order to feel secure and maintain a sense of trust. Rely on the student success professionals. You are not shipping your student off to the Everglades with pork chops in their pockets. We are here to help. Your students' ups and downs are a sign of the ambivalence of the transition. All students experience this. There are a wide variety of supports available to students for all issues. All they have to do is ask. If you have questions, contact us. We can't share detailed personal information about your student due to our confidentiality rules, but we can provide you with some advice and direct you to the appropriate area to gather information to make your life and your student's time on campus more positive and productive.